Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, and like I told you in my last review, when I reviewed No Way Out 2003, I did say that there was another No Way Out pay per view that I was wanting to review. And so, yeah, this is that review. This review is going to be of No Way Out 2008. So, yeah, I decided to do with this review due to the Elimination Chamber pay per view this Sunday. Since, yeah, of course, like this was the very first time we had like the two Elimination Chamber matches in one night, like the Elimination Chamber tradition in February. Yeah, I mean, you may remember that by last year, like when I reviewed No Way Out 2001, I did say that there was another No Way Out show that I was wanting to review. And this was that show. Yeah, I was actually wanting to review this show last year, but yeah, after like the situation that I had last year with my dad and stuff, and with like the comments that I was getting, that evil hate on it, yeah, I just like never got around to it. So yeah, but yeah, now like I now decided to review it this year, and so yeah, overall, I would say that this was a pretty good to great show right here. I mean, it was pretty much just like a two-match show. It was really just like the two Elimination Chamber matches, and that really is what you got on the show. And both Elimination Chamber matches, I would definitely say did deliver. Yeah, so yeah, since like those were really the matches that the show was really set around, I would definitely like give the show a pass. The rest of the show really isn't really all that memorable, but yeah, it's nothing like really like absolutely horrible on here. Just like yeah, the Elimination Chamber matches are really the only things that really do stand out from the show. But yeah, so since like I just said, since like they were the two matches that the show really was set around, and I really would say that the show definitely like did deliver. So yeah, it was a pretty good show overall. So yeah, like I just said, this was like the first time then where we did have like the two elimination chamber matches on the same show. Yeah, and yeah, of course, like on this show, like the two elimination chamber matches were to determine the number one contenders for the championships at WrestleMania. Yeah, usually like the WWE really like has the chamber matches actually before the championships and stuff, but yeah, here they actually did have both of them actually be number one contender matches and not for the title. So yeah, I did like that they did it that way. I did think that it was a creative way to really determine the challengers for the championships at WrestleMania. So yeah, I did like that they did it like it. They did have the stipulation for both matches this year. Had this show, so yeah, I did like it about it, like that about it. So yeah, so like I said, pretty good show overall, mainly due to the two elimination chambers, and yeah, while the rest of the show really isn't really all that memorable and stuff, but yeah, definitely like since like those two matches did deliver, I would say that it was a good show. All right, so yeah, let me just start talking about the card. So yeah, the show opened up with the ECW Championship on the line. Chavo Guerrero defending against CM Punk. And really, this just really did not do anything for me. And yeah, I mean, this really was just like really just like an average match, really. Yeah, yeah, this was like a CM Punk's rematch for the ECW Championship after Chavo Guerrero like stole the title from CM Punk on the ECW show before the Royal Rumble. So yeah, CM Punk got his rematch here, and yeah, this just really didn't do anything for me. I mean, I just really wasn't fond of this at all. I mean, just nothing happened here. I mean, this match really was just only 7 minutes long. I mean, a match with CM Punk and Chavo Guerrero only lasted 7 minutes. I mean, seriously. I mean, wouldn't you think that these two guys could actually put on like a 15-20 minute match and have it be really entertaining? And they just really did not do that here. So, I mean, yeah, it was just a 7 minute match. It really just, nothing happened. I mean, I can't remember anything about this match. I mean, it was just like they were just battling back and then and yeah, just like, and it really ended kind of like in a bullshit way where just CM Punk tried to perform a Hurricane Rana on Chavo Guerrero from the top turnbuckle, but Chavo held onto the ropes, and CM Punk just fell down to the canvas, and then Chavo Guerrero then hit a frog splash on CM Punk and got the pin. So yeah, Chavo Guerrero ended up retaining, and so yeah, it really was just a really not a memorable match at all, and it only lasted 7 minutes, and that ending just I didn't buy that ending. So yeah, just not a memorable match. I mean, wouldn't you really expect better from these two? So yeah, I would really only give the match probably like 2 1/4. Yeah. And then next up, then we had the first Elimination Chamber match, which was the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match. And this was to determine the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And yeah, it was MVP versus Big Daddy V versus the Great Khali versus Finlay versus Batista versus the Undertaker. And yeah, this really was just a really, really good, maybe even great match. I mean, yeah, I really did enjoy this Elimination Chamber a lot. I mean, yeah, I thought everyone really did work well in this match. I mean, of course, like this match was mainly just about Batista and Undertaker going at it, and yeah, that was really just Undertaker and Batista going head to head for pretty much this entire match. Yeah, Undertaker and Batista started off this match, and really it was just like focused on them for pretty much this entire match. Now, this was just kind of the problem that I had with it, though, because, I mean, since it really was just set on Undertaker and Batista, they were like the only actual main event guys in this match. I mean, everyone must have known that one of these two were going to win this match. I mean, MVP, Finlay, Big Daddy V, and Great Khali. I mean, did anybody really believe any of those four guys were going to win this match and go to WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight title? I mean, yeah, so, yeah, that's kind of something that I think is kind of a flaw with the match. Just how it really was just like so lopsided with Undertaker and Batista. Just like pretty much everyone knowing that they were going to win. So, yeah, that was just kind of like a drawback to it. But yeah, it was still a really, really good, great match. I mean, yeah, like I said, it was really just like set around Undertaker and Batista. Undertaker and Batista started off the match, and then, yeah, Big Daddy V and the Great Khali, I felt, were used properly in this match. Which they really did like serve their purpose. Where, yeah, they came in and just beat down Undertaker and Batista. So, and then eventually Undertaker and Batista battled back and then eliminated both of them. Yeah, Big Daddy V was the first one to come in, and yeah, he was beating down both Batista and Undertaker, and then eventually Undertaker and Batista battled back and then eliminated Big Daddy V after Undertaker hit a DDT on Big Daddy V onto the steel floor of the chamber. Yeah. At one point, Undertaker actually ended up like falling through the door of the Elimination Chamber. I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen, but yeah, like I don't know if like they just accidentally like left the door unlocked and Undertaker wasn't actually supposed to fall through the door, but yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, Great Khali, that he came in and yeah, he was basically doing the same thing, just beating down both Batista and Undertaker, and yeah, the two of them eventually battled back, and then Undertaker then eliminated Big Daddy V after getting him to submit to the Hell's Gate. Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, Finlay eventually entered in the match, and yeah, Finlay and MVP really did do their jobs in this match also. Just really, he, like, going in as, like, the middle guys, just, like, really just looking good, doing their purpose, like, just getting in there, just, like, trying to just lock up with the two of them and just, like, try to help the match, like, carry on. So, like, just trying to help carry the match and just do their jobs, like, third and fourth guys in the match, yeah. And then, yeah, when it was MVP's time to come in, like, Undertaker was just, like, waiting outside of MVP's pod. MVP was just trying to, like, hold the pod shut to prevent it from opening, but, yeah, it eventually did open, and Undertaker just unloaded on MVP, yeah. And MVP then just, like, was using his decorative chain in the match. Like, he opened up Undertaker with it. And then once, just, like, Undertaker wasn't going down, then, like, MVP was just trying to run for it. MVP got on top of one of the pods and was just continuing to punch Undertaker with the chain. But then, yeah, Undertaker then just grabbed MVP by the throat and then just like did a reverse chokeslam to MVP off of the top of the pod down to the canvas. Yeah, and then yeah, then Finlay then like pinned MVP to eliminate him. Yeah. And then yeah, Hornswoggle then like appeared and just slipped the shillelagh to Finlay, and Finlay like was just nailing Batista and Undertaker with the shillelagh, but eventually Undertaker then just chokeslammed Finlay onto the floor of the chamber and eliminated him. And then it was down to Batista and the Undertaker, and yeah, Batista and Undertaker just continued to battle back at each other. Undertaker ended up surviving a Batista bomb, and then eventually Undertaker hit a last right on Batista, but Batista survived it. And then, yeah, Batista then just was just throwing Undertaker into the wall of the chamber, but then eventually, like, Undertaker just ended up pushing back on the wall and then just flipped over Batista. And then, yeah, Undertaker then hit a tombstone on Batista and pinned Batista. So, yeah, Undertaker got the win. So, yeah, Undertaker became the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. So, yeah, this was just a really, really entertaining Elimination Chamber match, and I really did enjoy this one a lot. I really do think that this is really one of the better Elimination Chamber matches. So, yeah, I really did like that match. So, yeah, I would give it probably like 4 stars. Yeah, it definitely is like a really, really, really good chamber, and it is definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it before. So, yeah. Yeah. And then the next match was Mr. Kennedy versus Ric Flair in a career-threatening match. Yeah, this was still going on during the time where yeah, Ric Flair like had his career in jeopardy. Like when Vince told him that the next time he lost a match it would be the end of his career. Here, so yeah, and this was still another one of those career-threatening matches for Ric Flair, and yeah, this was a decent match, I guess. I mean, it's not really anything too memorable. Well, yeah, I think that's really one of the problems with this time of Ric Flair, where like he was like in the career threatening in a position in all these matches. Like, yeah, during this time, Ric Flair really didn't have very many memorable matches. Like he had the match with MVP at Royal Rumble. That really wasn't a very good match. This match really wasn't very memorable either. And yeah, even like his matches on Raw and SmackDown, they really weren't very memorable either. So yeah, Ric Flair really did not really have very too many memorable matches in the end of his career. So yeah, that's kind of a shame. But yeah, this still was like at least a decent match. Like Mr. Kennedy was just targeting Ric Flair's injured knee in the match. And, yeah. At one point, like Mr. Kennedy did a figure 4 to Ric Flair there through the ring post. Well, yeah. Yeah, then yeah, eventually Ric Flair got Mr. Kennedy into a figure 4 leg lock, and Mr. Kennedy tapped out. So yeah, Ric Flair was the winner. So yeah, it was like a decent match, I guess. Not very memorable, like I said. Yeah, it wasn't really until the match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania where Ric Flair actually did have a really good, memorable match in this career-threatening stage or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, but this was at least a decent match. So I would give it probably, I don't know, 2.5 stars. Yeah. And then next up was the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Edge defending against Rey Mysterio. And yeah, this match it was a pretty short match. It was only about like 5.5 minutes, but there was a reason for it. It was because Rey Mysterio was wrestling this match with a torn bicep that he had apparently suffered earlier in the week at a house show. So yeah, Rey Mysterio like had his arm taped up in this match due to that torn bicep. So yeah, and this match really, so yeah, that really was the reason why this match was a really short match. So yeah, this really was just like a pretty relatively safe match. I mean, yeah, we really didn't get like the high flying or technical stuff that we're used to seeing from Rey Mysterio and even like from Edge. So yeah, we really didn't get that kind of match here. It was a relatively safe match, but yeah, what they did, it was at least a decent match for the 5.5 minutes that it lasted. Yeah, it was basically just like a Edge just targeting Rey Mysterio's injured bicep, and then Rey Mysterio then started to battle back, and then at one point then Rey Mysterio then actually did hit a 619 on Edge, but he couldn't capitalize due to the pain in his bicep. That he couldn't capitalize on the West Coast pop. So but and then Rey Mysterio then just then tried to hit Edge with a springboard splash, but Edge then just speared Rey Mysterio out of nowhere, as Rey Mysterio was in midair and pinned him. So kind of a nice finish there with just the midair spear like that and stuff. And then of course after the match, as the referees and the trainers were attending to Rey Mysterio, then we had the return of the Big Show, and Big Show's first appearance in WWE in over a year. Yeah. And Big Show was then just talking about how he'll be a champion again and how he's lost over 100 pounds. And then Big Show then just went after Rey Mysterio, and then he was just taunting Floyd Mayweather, who was in the crowd as a friend of Rey Mysterio. Floyd Mayweather was in the front row, and then and then eventually, as Big Show was going to choke Rey Mysterio, Floyd Mayweather then just jumped the barricade and got into the ring and right up in Big Show's face. And so this was basically just a similar thing to Stone Cold and Mike Tyson, though this obviously wasn't as big as that. But this was still a pretty big moment since Floyd Mayweather really was just a huge boxing star at this point. Right? With being the welterweight champion and undefeated and stuff. This was at the this was just at the height of his career and stuff, and just seeing him in the WWE face to face with Big Show, it was a big moment. And then Big Show was just taunting Floyd Mayweather, and then Floyd Mayweather then just beat Big Show in the face with a ton of punches, and then just bloodying Big Show's nose and mouth and stuff. And then Big Show then just chased Floyd Mayweather through the crowd, but then the referees and the security and even Shane McMahon stopped Big Show, and then just calmed him down and stuff. So so that was a big moment there. But the match overall, it was the match with Rey Mysterio and Edge, it was at least while it really didn't get going, and it really was just a pretty short match, but due to Rey Mysterio's injury, it was at least a watchable match for the 5.5 minutes that it lasted. It wasn't anything that was just so boring that you just couldn't watch it at all. So it did have at least the enjoyment factor to it, despite how short it was. So I would give that probably 2.5 stars also. And then after that, then we had the WWE Championship on the line. Randy Orton defending against John Cena. And of course, this was John Cena's title match that he had earned by winning the Royal Rumble. Of course, in this storyline, it was of course, John Cena had the pectoral muscle tear, and in the storyline, Randy Orton was responsible for it. And John Cena just wanted revenge against Randy Orton and get his title back, and he just couldn't wait till WrestleMania, so Randy Orton gave John Cena the title match here. And this was at least I guess it was a good match. I guess, I mean, of course, Randy Orton and John Cena have had better matches with each other, like their match at SummerSlam 2007, but they also have had some worse matches than this as well. So can't really say this is the worst match that these guys have had. But they have had better. But it was still at least a pretty good match. I mean, it wasn't anything that was really stupid or boring about it. But this match, it was basically just a Randy Orton and John Cena just exchanging with each other in the match. They were just trading their dominance through the match. And then one point, as John Cena had Randy Orton an STFU. Now Randy Orton just was pretending to be injured on the outside of the ring, and then was just like telling the referee to count him out. But then, yeah, John Cena then just came out to check Orton's injury, but then, yeah, Randy Orton then just delivered an RKO to John Cena outside of the ring. Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, Randy Orton then got back into the ring, and as the referee was starting to count John Cena out, John Cena got back into the ring. He got the 9 count, and then, yeah, yeah, the finish, like, you just had, like, the best, like, heel tactic that they could possibly do here. Just like Randy Orton, just in order to retain his title, since like he probably couldn't beat John Cena, he got himself disqualified by just slapping the referee. Yeah, I just loved that move. It was just a classic heel move right there. Yeah, you know, so yeah, that got Randy Orton disqualified. So yeah, John Cena won by disqualification, but of course Randy Orton retained the title. And then yeah, of course like John Cena was just pissed off after that, and he hit Randy Orton with an FU, and then put Randy Orton in the STFU, and just like knocked Randy Orton out. So yeah, just like a classic heel move right there, and I loved it. Yeah, and it was a pretty good match overall. I mean, nothing that memorable about it, but yeah, like I said, they have had worse matches than this. So yeah, so I would give it probably like 3.25. Yeah. And then we got the main event, which was the Raw Elimination Chamber to determine the number one contender for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. And yeah, it was Triple H versus Umaga versus JBL versus Jeff Hardy versus Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. And yeah, this was a pretty good Elimination Chamber match. Also, I do think that the SmackDown one was overall better than this one, but yeah, this was still a good one too. Yeah, I don't think that this one really was as well paced as the SmackDown Chamber, and yeah, but yeah, you did at least have like some like guys that were like at least also main event or guys that you could at least like possibly see winning this match more than just like it was in the SmackDown one where it was just like people knew Undertaker Batista would win. Yeah, people could probably think of possibly Shawn Michaels could have won, or yeah, Triple H. A lot of people were thinking Jeff Hardy was going to win this match. Yeah, but yeah, this was a pretty good one too. I mean, yeah, Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels started this chamber, which is actually the second time that the two of them have actually started an Elimination Chamber match. They also started the one at SummerSlam 2003. So yeah, that's something that I always noticed about this match. Yeah, so yeah, this match kind of started out the same way as the SmackDown one did, where it was just starting with Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels just going at it with each other, and then Umaga was the first one released from the pod, and Umaga entered in pretty much the same way that Big Daddy B and the Great Khali entered the SmackDown one, where yeah, Umaga was just beating down both Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels. Yeah, Shawn Michaels ended up getting busted open and at a point. And then, yeah, I did like how, like, at one point, Chris Jericho got Umaga in the walls of Jericho, and as he did, Shawn Michaels also got a crossface on Umaga. So, yeah, kind of like similar to what Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit done before, like back when they actually got like Stone Cold in the walls of Jericho and the crossface at the same time. That's what Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels did here to Umaga. Yeah. And then JBL was the next one to come out. And yeah, JBL like just kind of broke it up, and this was like still like during the time where there was like that small feud between Chris Jericho and JBL. So yeah, Chris Jericho and JBL were going at it, and yeah, and then yeah, Triple H was the next one to come out, and then yeah, once Triple H came out, like he was beating up everybody, and then at one point as Triple H was trying to pedigree Chris Jericho, JBL just hit a clothesline from hell on Triple H, but then yeah, Chris Jericho then just hit a code breaker on JBL and eliminated him. So yeah, JBL was the first one eliminated. Yeah, yeah, and then after JBL got eliminated, yeah, JBL just got so pissed off he brought a couple of chairs into the ring, and then just nailed everyone that was in the match so far, or including Umaga. And so yeah, everyone was just down and out after that. And then yeah, Jeff Hardy was then released as the final one in the match, and then yeah, that, like of course then just gave Jeff Hardy a big opportunity. Yeah. At one point, Triple H actually threw Umaga like face first right into one of the pods. Like he actually threw him like right over the turnbuckle, and Umaga just hit face first into the pod. So yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, also home point Umaga actually drove Chris Jericho right through one of the pods. Yeah, yeah, and then around like the ending of this match, this is what I was talking about, where it wasn't really as well paced. Like at the end, there were like a lot of quick eliminations. Like Umaga, Chris Jericho, and Shawn Michaels all got eliminated in the matter of just about 1 minute. So yeah, that's just something I didn't like. I wasn't really a fan of like those quick eliminations at the end. You know, Umaga got eliminated where just like everyone else just like nailed Umaga with their finishing moves, including like Jeff Hardy hit a swanton from the top of one of the pods, and Umaga got eliminated. And then yeah, just like right after that, like Chris Jericho got eliminated after a sweet chin music from Shawn Michaels, and then just like not even like a minute after that, then Triple H eliminated Shawn Michaels with a pedigree. So yeah, I didn't really like how they were. It was just they saved like all those eliminations like that. So yeah, but then yeah, then it was down to Triple H and Jeff Hardy, and yeah, the two of them battled against each other. Yeah, Jeff Hardy ended up busting Triple H open after he threw Triple H face first into the wall of the chamber a few times. Yeah. And then, yeah, Jeff Hardy ended up surviving a pedigree from Triple H. And then, yeah, then Jeff Hardy tried to hit a twist of fate on Triple H onto a steel chair, but Triple H fought out of it and just threw Jeff Hardy right onto the chair. And then Triple H then pedigreed Jeff Hardy onto the steel chair, and then yeah, Triple H was able to pin Jeff Hardy, and Triple H got the win and became #1 contender for the WWE title at WrestleMania. But then yeah, of course, like I didn't actually say yeah, a lot of people didn't like that John Cena used the WrestleMania title shot here against Randy Orton, but yeah, it did. I was fine with it because I mean I knew that John Cena was gonna be like put in the still be in the championship match at WrestleMania somehow, and yeah, that's what happened. And of course, yeah, like the next night, John Cena won a match to be added into the WWE title match with Triple H and Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So yeah, so that worked out just fine. So yeah, but yeah, this was so like the Raw Elimination Chamber. Like I said, while it really wasn't as well paced as the SmackDown one, and the SmackDown one I thought was better, it was still a pretty good chamber match. I would give it probably 3 3/4. So yeah, a good chamber match. So yeah, overall the show, I would probably give it around a 7.5 out of 10. And yeah, like I said, I mean, you did have two really good Elimination Chamber matches, and the SmackDown one could possibly even be great. Yeah, the rest of the show overall, it just really was not very memorable. Horrible. So yeah, but due to the fact, like I said at the start, that the two Elimination Chamber matches delivered, I would give the show a pass. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's all I can really say about it. So yeah, this does it for my review of No Way Out 2008. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And now, like, I think that because, like, the next No Way Out, which was actually, like, the last one until, like, 2012, yeah, the last February No Way Out, they continued this, they had a two Elimination Chambers again. And for my next video, I think I am going to be taking a look at the two No Way Out 2009 Elimination Chamber matches. And in my next video, I'll probably make a review for just the two Elimination Chambers at No Way Out 2009. I won't review the entire show, but yeah, in my next video, I'll review the two Elimination Chamber matches from No Way Out 2009. So that's going to be coming up next, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this review, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.